It's Rena's time! Hi everyone, Marina here, and the topic of today is probably going to be a little bit controversial, so I hope that you could view this video with an open mind, or if you don't agree with what don't agree with the things that I say, please feel free to click on the X button on the top right hand side. Anyway, this topic has been triggered because of what I see. There are so many people that I know of who are getting pregnant or already have young children on their own. My cousins, my friends, even bloggers nowadays. When I read their blogs, they are announcing that they are pregnant or already have children. So the topic of today is having children or deciding not to have them. The thing is, I love kids. I really love children, and I'm happy to find out that my partner loves children too. And just think about it, if me and my partner were to have kids, they're gonna be quite attractive, beautiful kids. Malay and Italian, Malay and Italian, Asian and European mix. I mean, think about it, it's gonna be really gorgeous kids. Oh, have you ever heard of this website called morphthing.com, morphing.com, whereby you could put your picture and your partner's picture, and it will calculate and compute how your future and hypothetical children will look like, and this is what my future kid will look like. Just ignore the little bits on the chin because Kart has a beard, so it looks a bit fuzzy there. Just imagine it without a chin and without a beard. It looks pretty cute, isn't it? And why not have beautiful kids? I mean, if you've ever watched Idiocracy, which is a fantastic movie, I think it would be good for us to populate the world with intelligent, with beautiful, with attractive, with wonderful kids instead of what you felt. If you haven't watched the movie, I don't want to spoil it for you. Watch it, try to watch it. It's very good. It's very funny too. And another reason why to have kids is probably what a lot of people do is just to continue their generation. I mean, after my parents, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, they have their own lineage. Some people think that it will be a responsibility for you to continue, and it just makes sense for you to continue that lineage. But I think the biggest thing which is holding me back and Kart back from having kids is because, let's just face it, having kids is very expensive, extremely expensive. Even though in Italy, a lot of things like medical and education is free, but everyone still wants to have a standard of living. Everyone still wants to have, you know, a level whereby they want, I mean, medical and education is this level, but you know, to be at a comfortable rate, you have to be at another state of level. Things like, you know, children's clothes, toys, books, musical classes, swim classes, etc. These costs a lot of money. I wouldn't be surprised if you would have to pay and fork out at least $2,000 or euros in my point of view in, you know, maintaining this, and that's a sizable chunk out of the pay. And although Kart and I are not poor, but we are not rich enough to do that, because we still have to pay mortgages and we still have to pay bills and stuff like that. I'm sad to say that we can't afford it. Also, and if our kid were to go to school here, most probably our kid will have to go to public school. And though I don't have anything against public school, I still feel, the responsibility and the desire and want to have my kid go to a good school, a gifted school, hopefully. I mean, this is triggered because I've been teaching a kid who is going to a really good school, a very high school, and I keep dreaming, oh, I wish that my kid could go to a school as wonderful as this. Because really, when I talk to him, the way that he thinks, the way that he speaks, even though he's 8 years old, you can see that his pathway to the future is pretty much guaranteed. And I would definitely want something like that for my kid too. I mean, it sounds a bit selfish or maybe just a daydream, but okay, I myself went to a public school and I didn't go to a top school, and I did have a fantastic childhood and I made wonderful friends and I had a wonderful social life and I had wonderful experiences. I mean, the best days I think that I had so far is probably in school, but who's to say that my kid will have the same experiences here? Times have changed, maybe might not be the same too. Oh. And also, the parenting technique between Kart and I are very different. I'm a disciplinarian, whereas Kart is more of a soft approach. So we have to talk and agree a little bit more on how to have parenting techniques should we have children. But at the same time, I don't want to wait for too long, whether we do have children or whether we do not have children. The thing is, I don't want to be that I grow too old to have kids. I don't know if you've heard about Tom Ford, the designer, who just decided to have kids. His partner is 70 years old, and I don't know if it is a good idea to have kids at that age, because by the time the kid turns 20, you might not survive in the world. Anyway, not to say that I do not 100% not definitely not have kids in the future. I might change my mind, but at this point of time, I would have to say I don't want kids for now. I know it's going to be really big drama if my relative and my parents knew about this. But I hope that people will respect my choice. And some people will say, oh, this is very selfish of you to do this, to not have children. But just think about this. Isn't it more selfish to have expectation and impose your beliefs on other people? So anyway, whatever you feel or whatever you think, please feel free to comment on the comment box below, but please keep it flame free or my heart cannot take it. I'll talk to you the next time. This is Marina from marinas.net. Bye for now.